Cold is definitely a perception that's relative to how long you've been in Thailand. For instance, I get cold on my motorbike, uh, especially if I'm a little bit damp from a rainstorm. And my weather forecast tells me it's about 70 degrees. Actually, it tells me it's about 77 degrees, but I don't buy that. It's gotta be 70. But still, I guess it's not exactly cold. And it's not quite cold enough to prompt wearing a sweater. But yeah, you get used to it. The other thing you notice that after you've been here a long time, you find that $1.50 becomes an expensive meal, and some other things that wouldn't be normal in the US, mostly having to do with money, um, like a skirt for $5. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of a splurge. Yeah. They're definitely, well, it becomes, I would say it's awesome, uh, because I really do appreciate living here, especially coming from a different background and being able to appreciate it. Because I think I definitely have a different perspective on the whole thing than Thai people do. As they say, as the saying goes, the fish see not the water. The Thai people don't see how awesome it is coming here as a foreigner, um, coming from somewhere where the landscapes aren't left untouched the way they are here, or where you might not just have a mountain and forests as your backdrop. I was thinking as I was driving through on the bus to Panga, several 50 teachers went down from our school on Friday. They canceled school, or actually, the students had a half day, although both of my teachers at the kindergarten canceled their classes, because many teachers, or many parents rather, couldn't come and pick up their students in the middle of the day. So there would have been few students, and there ended up being a handful of students, but in any case, I wasn't asked to stay. Um, yeah, so that we could go down to Panga, which is about 6 or 7 hours away by bus, um, in the south of Thailand, for a party where teachers from the 14 districts in southern Thailand got together, to have a party to celebrate teachers' retirement, um, which was a very interesting experience, and I was the only white person there, and there were 3 Filipino teachers who also came, and then the rest of everyone else at this party was Thai. Yeah, it was a very cool experience. And how did I get onto this? Right. Yes. So for this trip, it was an all expenses paid trip. They put us up in the hotel, and we rode down by a tour bus, which is the first time I've been on one of those fancy double-decker tour buses here in Thailand. And as we were riding through this amazing scenery, I was looking at this school that, it just backs up to this sheer limestone cliff, with trees and just a beautiful setting. And I'm thinking, man, how different it would be to grow up and go to school there and just take that for granted. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel, what I'm trying to say is that I feel very privileged to be here, But on the other hand, it does become the stuff of every day. You get used to it. When I talk about it with other people, they say, "Oh, you're living the dream," but it's not a dream when you're here. It's definitely 100% falls in the category of real life. But I love my life, so.